Today on Rappler. President Marcos Jr. certifies as urgent the Senate bill creating the Maharlika Fund. The National Union of Journalists of the Philippines calls for support for media workers affected by the shutdown of ABS-CBN's TeleRadyo. Negros Oriental Representative Arnie Teves questions the House Ethics Panel why it is obsessed with him returning to the Philippines. Manila Mayor Lacuna says no commercial building will rise at the site of the Manila Central Post Office. Victims and families of drug war victims tell the ICC there is no prospect of obtaining justice at the domestic level. Coho Martin and Montes confirm their 12-year relationship. And idols Sungchan and Shotaro will leave NCT to debut in a new boy group. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. certifies as urgent the Senate bill creating the controversial Maharlika Investment Fund. The president cites the downgrade of the global growth projection this year due to inflation, the unstable prices of fuels, and the continuing international interest hikes as a reason for a national investment fund in order to stimulate economic activity and development. In December 2022, Marcos also certified as urgent the House version of the Maharlika bill, which paved the way for its passage on second and third reading on the same day. With this development, Senate President Miguel Zubiri says the controversial bill may be passed before the end of May. The Senate version of the bill provides that bonds issued under the proposed measure would not be guaranteed by the government. It's a safeguard to prevent a repeat of Malaysia's multi-billion-dollar 1MDB scandal. The National Union of Journalists of the Philippines calls for support and assistance for media workers affected by the impending shutdown of ABS-CBN's TeleRadyo. In a statement, the NUJP says the decision to cease TeleRadyo's operations, which it calls, quote, a daily companion and vital source of news, are both saddening and enraging. The NUJP adds the workers should not be abandoned as the network seeks ways forward from franchise troubles. The ABS-CBN chapter of the NUJP, meantime, calls on ABS-CBN to ensure the commensurate benefits of the media workers and assistance in looking for employment within or outside the company. It also seeks assurance that ABS-CBN News will remain independent. TeleRadyo, one of ABS-CBN's news channels, is set to be shut down by the end of June. Negros Oriental Representative Arnie Teves asks the House Ethics Committee why it was so, quote, obsessed to compel him to come home to the Philippines. In his letter to the Ethics Committee, Teves asks why there is such an obsession to pressure him to return when, quote, there are as yet no criminal charges filed and no warrants have been issued. Teves asks why he is being singled out for his absences when, quote, it is common knowledge that it is a tolerated practice, even for reasons that do not constitute serious threats to House members' lives. His letter was sent to the panel on Monday, May 22. Teves is the alleged mastermind of the murder of Negros Oriental Governor Roel de Gamo. Manila Mayor Lacuna assures the public no commercial space will be built at the site of the Manila Central Post Office. This after a fire gutted the decades-old structure. Lacuna says the area where the historical building stands along the banks of the Pasig River is an institutional zone intended for institutional establishments such as government offices. Lacuna notes the landmark is considered a heritage zone. Meantime, around 5,000 to 7,000 national identification cards were destroyed, along with thousands of letters and documents in the fire at the post office. The national IDs were scheduled for delivery in the city of Manila. The Philippine Statistics Authority assures the IDs will be replaced by the agency for free. Drug war victims and their families tell the International Criminal Court there is no prospect of obtaining justice at the domestic level. The ICC registry, in a public redacted report, says that the victims, quote, unanimously and strongly urge the court to continue investigations into Rodrigo Duterte's violent war on drugs. The consultation process received 5 victim representations containing concerns on behalf of 350 individual victims and 165 families. Government data claims at least 6,200 people died at the hands of the police during anti-illegal drug operations, but human rights groups estimate the killings to be around 30,000. After years of speculation, actor Coho Martin confirms he's been in a relationship with actress Montes for 12 years and counting. The actor makes the revelation in an interview aired on Tuesday, May 23. The pair were asked about the status of their romance after they both attended the watch party for the upcoming series Unbreak My Heart. Martin says they prefer to keep their relationship private, saying, quote, "Even if the public can see us, we're still able to maintain being private about certain matters in our lives." Dating rumors were rampant when the two were spotted on multiple occasions going on vacation together. Martin and Montes first worked together in 2012 in the series Walang Hanggan. At the time, Martin was 31 while Montes was 17. Buckle up, citizens. SM Entertainment announces a series of changes for K-pop group NCT. Idols Sungchan and Shotaro will leave NCT and debut in a new boy group. SM Entertainment CEO Jang Chol-hyuk says the decision was made after a, quote, "long discussion with the members, taking into account the members' opinions and each team's musical pursuit." Jang adds the new boy group's debut will mark the beginning of the SM 3.0 era. Sungchan and Shotaro debuted as new members of NCT in 2020. They participated in NCT's second full-length album, Resonance Part 1. NCT originally had 23 members. It now has 20 members divided into 5 subunits. No final dates about the group's debut have been announced. And that's today's wrap. I'm Ninal Yu. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.